And a 2100. One now, two, three here, but about 3325. Sold you the cattle, 3300.
New Mexico's Youth Ranch Management Camp is strengthening today's beef cattle industry while building tomorrow's leaders.
My dad and my grandpa purchased a ranch a couple years after I was born, and I grew up on it, just working and riding. Probably could ride before I could walk.
Well, my long-term goal is to become a large animal veterinarian. So I came to camp this year really wanting to meet people and talk and try to figure out what my best way to get into vet school is going to be.
Because the age of the average rancher across America is increasing, it's vitally important to train a new generation of young people dedicated to keeping ranching the economic and social backbone of their rural communities.
I'm a third-generation rancher on my great-granddad's ranch.
They learn about producing and marketing high-quality beef, as well as managing rangeland and wildlife.
They get to be on a real ranch, a big ranch. They get to use this range, they get to see what's actually happening and talk about all the different important aspects of ranching in this environment.
Using what they've learned, the kids work in teams to develop their own ranch management plans. This is not a classroom exercise to these campers. It's serious business.
Ranching those big numbers, that's something I want to do. I'm older, expand our cow numbers.
Many of these campers already operate their own mini operation, buying, raising, and selling their own cattle as part of their family's ranch.
Last year I just got started. I purchased my first cow-calf pair, registered Black Angus.
They know the techniques and management practices they learn at the camp can help them increase the profitability and also enhance the productivity of the natural resources on the ranch. So they come eager to learn.
I love just taking a couple steps and seeing 10 different plants. And that's the kind of career I want to go into. I want to go into range management.
Regardless of how many years these teens have lived and worked on a ranch, Youth Ranch Management Camp gives them experiences they may never have on their own ranches.
You're looking for the calf, but you're also looking for fluid. Oh, there's sand at the bottom. That's cool.
You know, this will be the first time some of these kids have actually been exposed to things like balance sheets, net income, profit of a ranch.
We can learn from other people's mistakes. Is there a long history of ranching in the state of New Mexico? Has everybody done it right? No. If we know our history about a piece of land, that might help us to determine what kind of management options that we begin to explore and try, right?
What I try to do is cover kind of the business basics of ranch management. I take some of the numbers that I use from real ranches across the country to create a ranch plan that they'll present the last day.
We stay up late with them at night to kind of help them think through putting together their management plans, give them a little bit of guidance, and it's real rewarding.
New Mexico's Youth Ranch Management Camp is not only teaching young people science-based knowledge, it also gives them the confidence to begin assuming their new leadership roles in tomorrow's beef cattle industry.
Within vaccines, the other day we were doctoring on a bull that had cloudy eye, and so my dad was trying to put that shot in the butt. I told him don't do that, to put it in the neck, that triangle part on the neck. So that's a couple of things I've learned. Oh, he took it pretty good. He kind of appreciated that.
To see young people, high school age and early college age, this excited about agriculture and ranching and going back to the land is tremendous. These kids go home true warriors for the industry, excited about going to college and doing something in agriculture.
I'm impressed at the camaraderie that has developed over here in just 2 days. They seem to be enjoying themselves.
Programs like this youth ranch camp that are sponsored by the New Mexico State University Cooperative Extension Service, it's just another example of the strong program that we have here in New Mexico. They are putting on programs that make a difference, involve the youth, involve current production practices, give them an opportunity to really learn the new techniques, and really are helping to build our generations for the future. And we've got to keep and maintain a strong extension program to keep that going for the future.
The New Mexico Beef Council is really happy to sponsor this camp because we know that we're training the next generation of beef producers in New Mexico. We're teaching their children, we're teaching their grandchildren. These students will go on, and the management practices that they learn today will influence how they produce beef and if they're going to be in business in the future. And that's the whole reason we do this camp.
The camp is funded with Beef Checkoff dollars and brought to you by NMSU's Cooperative Extension Service, the New Mexico Beef Council, and other beef industry partners.